Seamus, the children haven't seen the new house. I want it clean. Seamus Fitzgerald, you're wearing white socks with business shoes. You look like an old man.
I am an old man, 65 years old.
You're 64.
I'm in my 65th year. I get senior citizen prices at the movies, video store, Denny's, and Tuesdays at Hamburg.
Now go change those socks before the children get here.
Yeah, sucks.
Dark ones.
I don't know. I wish I did. Yes. Exit 71 East. We'll be here. They'll be here in about 20 minutes.
Oh, we can't wait 20 minutes.
Well, we haven't got a choice, have we?
I thought you said we were picking up the car at the airport.
This is the airport.
No, the airport is 3 miles away. This is a deserted parking lot.
At least I found us a car, Kate. It was either this or an 81 Chevette.
Hey, Scott, did the Chevette have a stick shift?
Stick? I'm gonna do it, Kate. You're making me nervous.
Okay. Clutch.
Will you take your hand off the stick shift, please?
I
can do this, Mike. I'm a
okay,
grown-up.
fine,
I'm a
fine,
man,
fine.
okay?
Do it. We'll just spend the night here.
Oh, fine. That's very encouraging.
Look, just clutch and gas.
I know
Clutch
that.
You're tearing up the transmission. Just
Look, just leave me alone and let me drive, will you?
Seamus, hurry up. Children should be here soon.
Mom says the new house is very modern. Wonder what it looks like.
Honey, Mom's idea of modern is built after the Civil War.
You know, Michael's was skiing this Christmas. Can't we do that instead?
No, we can't. Did you talk to the hospital?
They made me an offer.
Dad, about Santa Claus. And I'm not kissing Grandpa this year. He's got bad breath.
Jackie, stop it.
But it's true. I'm not kissing Grandpa.
Hi, it's Dr. Fitzgerald. Can you page Dr. Ralph in pediatric oncology?
I don't care if it's true. You kiss your grandfather or you're in trouble. Now
Rick.
settle down.
Yeah.
Can we get a puppy?
I'm checking the blood work on
Animals
Elizabeth
don't fit
Westley.
in Santa's sleigh.
You're alone, I see. Did you call him like I said?
Yes, Mom. I called David and I left a message on his machine, okay?
Don't worry, he'll come. Nothing's so bad that it can't be worked out. Every marriage has its little
problems. Leave her alone. Hey, sis.
Oh, shit, Brian, watch your mouth.
Is Shannon coming for Christmas this year?
No, but she sent us a Christmas card from Seattle. A new boyfriend, a job at a coffee shop.
Good God, is she going to be the ornery teenager forever?
Brian, she's had a hard time.
Oh, come on, Mom. You've given that kid everything she ever wanted.
I saw your Law and Order episode last week. It was great.
You made a spectacular corpse.
Thanks, Dad.
Is it in the shed?
Did you say hello to your daughter?
Hello, daughter.
Now, what's that all about?
Oh, here they are.
What?
Oh, it's so gorgeous to see you.
Oh, Meg!
Oh, hi,
Oh, good to see you, man. How long have you been here? Too long.
Hey, the place is so interesting.
Are you okay? Really?
Look at you!
I made the cookies that you asked for.
It's not in the shed.
Hey, Dad. What's going on?
Women and holidays, I'd rather be working.
Hi, Grandpa.
Jackie!
I know. It's called halitosis, and he was supposed to talk to his doctor about it.
Sean, Jean, come on, I'll show you the house. Brian, Seamus, get the rest of the bags and bring them inside.
How are you? Good.
Dad, you have cat breath. Either it's something serious or that corned beef addiction of yours.
Of all people be diagnosing me. That corned beef was reviewed by Newsday's dining critic in '78. Gave it 4 chef's hats.
Yada, yada, yada. It put Fitzgeralds pub on the map. But who ever heard of a phony Irish bar serving good food?
That phony Irish bar allowed you to spend 7 years in drama school so you could be a waiter at Howard Johnson. Besides, the Irish are great cooks.
Yeah? Name me one great Irish chef.
I said cooks. Real food, not that namby-pamby crap they serve today. Would you believe that last week at Knight's Columbus luncheon they served us a salad with flowers in it?
You still haven't named me one great Irish chef.
Seamus and Peg Fitzgerald, there's 2.
When your family has been in America for over a century, you don't count.
I'm as Irish as
the next third-generation American.
Sean and Jean said the living room is very modern. Isn't that a nice thing to say?
What a waste of money that room was.
4 bedrooms? Peg, why so big?
I intended to have room for all the grandchildren I was supposed to have.
1 down, 3 to go, Mom.
I've already made my contribution to the grandchild fund.
2 children is not a family, Jean. It's just a start. And you're so young. You have perfect tips for childbearing, dear.
We're happy with just 2, Mom. Besides, I don't want to be coaching baseball when I'm 60.
60, my backside.
Tony Randall fathered children at 77 and 79. Anthony Quinn was 80.
Well, I had Shannon when I was 42.
Exactly.
Sean, I don't understand you. First, she doesn't take your name,
Mom.
and now you're only having 2 children.
Mother?
Yeah, what kind of man are you anyway? You know, I expect more from my brother.
I'll use birth control, too. God forgive me.
It's only for the weekend.
Why couldn't they retire to Florida like normal people?
This is a disaster.
Mom, you didn't.
Indeed, she did.
I have been saying for years that all this family does when we get together is watch sports on TV. So I've done it. The TV is gone. This year, we are going to behave like a family.
You know, we could go over to McGillicuddy's and watch the game.
Ah, she'd find us out. She's like God Almighty. She knows everything.
Megan, get me the milk. I need it for the potatoes.
Peg, why don't you let us buy you an electric mixer?
Oh, nonsense. I do it with love. They taste better that way. I saw that. If you just watched me, maybe you'd hold on to David.
How late do you think Kate's gonna be?
Oh, you know Kate. She'll be along. Besides, this is just a little something I whipped up at the last minute.
Oh, Mom, you threw that together? Jean usually throws together macaroni and cheese. When I come home late from the hospital and I don't call to tell her that I'll be late, causing the filet mignon she was going to serve to become overcooked. And in a desperate attempt to feed her family, she whips together a little macaroni. I'm just going to stop now.
Nice try.
Come on now, Jean. You can do better than that. Only 2 children, both of them in school. It's time you started cooking again. Well, maybe you should take lessons first.
Mom, Kate, how is she doing?
I never thought I'd live to see the day a daughter of mine worked for the Alliance of Liberal Political Organizations.
The Fitzgeralds have produced a liberal Democrat. Who'd have thunk it?
Kennedy was a great man. The Democrats were a great party till they nominated that peanut farmer, whatever his name was. I can't remember names anymore. The one who told Playboy about lust in his heart.
Jimmy Carter? And how do you know what he said in Playboy?
Come on, Dad.
In the closet. Is the TV in the closet?
So, Kate is bringing home her latest boyfriend. Oh, pardon me. She says her significant other.
For a feminist, she sure keeps company with a lot of men.
I know what you're implying, Brian Fitzgerald, and you will be civil in my home. You left a bit of skin on these, dear. And she'd better not think that she'll be sharing a room with this boyfriend under my roof.
Not in the closet.
And he's also a big shot with the ACLU. And he's divorced. But we'll talk to Father Michael about an annulment if it comes to that. But what's his name? I keep getting all her boyfriends' names confused. Scott Flynn. She's finally dating a nice Catholic boy.
Amen.
This is unbelievable. He's eating even more now.
Dad, your doctor wants you to watch your cholesterol.
I am watching. I'm 65 years old, and I'm damned if I'll change the way I eat at this stage of my life.
You're 64.
I see a story in the news about some such or another that's good for you, and then the next day they're telling you it causes cancer of the who's it.
And the who's it would be where?
I'll eat what I will.
Mom, I can't believe you're gonna let him eat like that. He's gonna have a heart attack right here at the table.
Well, it's not healthy to be a vegetarian either.
Actually, it's very healthy. You see, animals...
They're delicious. I love them.
Sean, you do know the Heimlich maneuver, right?
You planned that.
I did not. It's the hospital.
So I'm thinking about planting sycamore out back. Maybe a larch, but I don't know if larch grows around here. It's from someplace out west.
No, that's okay, Dan. We were just fighting our way through dinner.
Your father's taken an interest in horticulture.
Really? Could you stabilize her? I'll be right there.
I know. We gotta go. You gonna be all right?
It's one of our patients in trouble. Dan asked me
That's not what I asked.
Bye, honey.
Bye.
Sweetie.
I need to talk to you, Daddy.
We'll talk as soon as I get home, okay?
But Sean!
It's a corporal work of mercy, Peg. Leave the boy alone.
That would drive me crazy, Jean. Very thin. He looks so tired. Are you feeding him well? Or do you still order out too often?
He's been working very hard lately. I saw Sean leaving. Did you drive him crazy already, Mom? That tree, it's fake, it's too small, and it's leaning.
Not in the house.
Wait, I need a TV. I gotta see something on C-SPAN.
Kate wanted me to tell you that I'm Scott Flynn. Hi. How you doing? That's good.
Hi, Eugene.
Hi, Jean. Nice to meet you.
Hey, Scott.
Hi. How you doing?
Megan?
Pleasure.
Brian.
Hi, Brian. Hi.
Peg.
Hey, nice to meet you too. Wow,
Sit
this is
down.
great.
Okay, I give up. Hi, Dad. What room's the TV in here? Oh, did a FedEx package come for me? Wait, there is only one room in this house. How can you stand this?
Kate, come on. You don't have to watch the Congressional Women's Caucus Hour every week.
Okay, I give up. Where's the TV?
You've had 3 FedExes since noon, and there's no TV in the house.
What do you mean, no TV? How are we gonna spend the entire weekend together with no TV?
We're gonna talk.
Here you go, son. Thank you. So, Scott, where are you from?
Oregon.
Oregon. It's the capital of Oregon.
What part of Ireland do your relatives come from? North or south?
In her own perverted way, my mother's trying to ask whether you're Catholic or Protestant.
Oh, actually, my mother's Jewish and my father's Catholic. Well, they decided they'd let me pick what religion I wanted to be when I grew up, so I decided to be an atheist.
What about larch? They got larch in Oregon?
Larch,
Gee, I wonder what's on cable.
I'm a satellite man myself. 300 channels, nothing on.
I only watch C-SPAN.
Kate, grow a life.
Let's play scruples.
We can't play scruples. They're lawyers.
Oh.
Trivia, then.
I hate that game. Your mother always wins. Brian, did you bring your ears?
You mean my Walkman?
Yeah, give me your Walkman. I can certainly listen to people talk about my game if I can't see it in all its technicolor glory.
Everyone else in?
Yes. I'm always blue, politics and history.
Politics and history is
Yes,
orange in this set.
I'm looking
And
over
Agent
now.
Scully, could you possibly spend a weekend without your
No, just
cell
send
phone
me an
attached to
email.
your ear?
Send me an email. No, and science is orange.
No, we're playing with a different set of cards. Politics and history is orange.
Fine. Read it.
Name the town in Massachusetts which was thrice attacked by Indians in King Philip's War.
Springfield.
No, it couldn't have been Springfield. It's too big.
It wasn't too big in the 1600s.
Fine.
Springfield?
Hatfield. Mom, Megan, your turn.
No way.
Good. Good one. You're good at this, aren't you?
Oh, dear. Literature. Megan, that's one for a teacher.
Mom, they don't teach literature in kindergarten.
Oh, this is an easy one. What classic of Indian dramatic literature was presumably written in the 2nd century BC?
No clue. Gone with the Wind?
That is incorrect. The correct answer is the
Nyasastra. Alrighty, entertainment.
Impressive.
Okay, what famous musical features the song "There's No Business Like Show Business"?
Annie, get your gun.
Are you playing or not?
Back then, they really had singers on Broadway. Ethel Merman. They didn't even need microphones.
Dad, that's because they didn't have amplified instruments in the pit back then. If Ethel Merman were on stage today,
She'd look awful.
even she would need a microphone.
How do you know this stuff?
I'm working on Broadway.
Really? That is so.
Howard Johnson's, corner of 46th and Broadway. He's a waiter.
Interesting.
I'm an actor, and things have been a little dry lately.
Yeah.
Hello?
Ever since he got out of school.
Hello?
I told everyone that I know to watch.
No, I haven't lost my mind yet. Give them some time.
See, Kate? Fans, I have...
They're already asleep.
Yeah, and they're 6. For kindergarten class.
Okay, well, then I'll see you when I see you, I guess. All right, I love you too. Bye.
She won't be home until late tonight.
Must be hard on you.
I knew what I was getting into when I married a doctor.
And Lord, did you want to marry a doctor?
Excuse me?
I'll never forget that day that Sean called up and said he'd met this girl in the hospital. He was a 4th-year resident, and you were a teenage candy striper. What were you, 16?
20, and I was a nurse's aide trying to meet my tuition bill, not a doctor.
Jean met Sean one day when she was carrying a tray into a patient's room, and she spilt the tray all over Sean.
Remember that wine you spilled all over Uncle Kevin last Easter?
Oh, God.
Anyway, it may not be the most romantic tale ever told, but it sure beats bar hopping at the local Hooters.
Well, Hooters ain't so... It's a horrible sexist place.
Anyway, we're married. Next question.
Yeah, but you should have heard it when Sean called and said that he'd ask you to marry him. Mom thought you were knocked up.
I thought no such thing.
Oh, yes, you did.
Well, we were all very relieved when you weren't. Although I'd have another grandchild then, wouldn't I?
Alrighty then, entertainment. Again.
Okay, what song does this lyric come from? We don't
The wall. Is the TV hidden in the wall closet by the bathroom?
That counts. That does not
No, it
count.
doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Then we can
He
have
said,
the
hey,
wall.
that's
what
He wasn't talking about
We'll give him
the
half
boy,
credit.
though.
No, I think we should
say another
half
round.
credit.
Yeah.
Megan and Kate will sleep in the first bedroom on the left.
Scott and I are going to share a room.
Not under my roof.
Fornication, Fornication, fornication.
Mother, this is ridiculous.
That's fine, Mrs. Fitzgerald.
And Brian and Scott will sleep in the first room on the right. Now, there's a little skylight in there, and it may wake you up a little bit early in the morning, but it's right next to the master bedroom.
Oh, God, not next to you.
Where are your earplugs?
My earplugs only reduce sound up to 30 decibels. And when you're sleeping next to the Concorde, that ain't much.
Your father doesn't snore.
He was speaking of you, Peg.
I don't snore.
Darling, the sound coming out of your nose would tumble the Great Wall of China.
Who could that be? It's almost 11 o'clock. Davy! Oh, we've been waiting for you.
Hey, David.
Can I get you a sandwich?
I fix you a drink.
So glad you came.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Now we'll have to redo the sleeping arrangements again.
No, don't change anything on my account. I'll sleep on the couch.
Oh, fine. I'll just go get you some blankets.
Yeah, well, I think I'm gonna hit the sack too. Night.
Night.
Scott. Scott.
Huh? Oh. Good night.
Good night.
Night, Mom. Dad, I'm really glad you came. I hope that we...
Megan, stop. I don't want to talk now.
I need to figure out whether I want to stay at all.
Oh. Okay. I guess good night then?
Good night.
I hate this house. I don't know why they couldn't have just stayed in the old one. They only moved 10 minutes away.
We bought this house so Dad wouldn't have to go up and down the stairs. Refuses to have that hip replacement. You know that, so stop being a smartass.
My, you and David must be having the troubles.
Yeah.
Well, come on. You can't just leave me in suspense.
Yeah, I can.
Even after you stole him from me?
You know, you went out with him twice in high school, for Pete's sake, Kate.
Well, looks like he should have stuck with me.
Oh, that's it. I'm sick of you already. I'm gonna go sleep in Brian's room.
You can come out now. Just make sure you're out of here before my mother wakes up and checks in on us.
Why bother, Kate? I'm sure she knows.
My mother and the Spanish Inquisition have a lot in common. Now go to sleep.
Sleep tight, dear.
That's my boy. I always loved you more than the others.
I took it from the doctor's lounge.
Put it over near the basement. I'll hide it with my tools. Your mother will never see it.
Dad, what are you eating at 4 in the morning?
Swedish meatballs. You want some?
Sure, why not? How old are these meatballs?
Not old at all. They're left over from Thanksgiving in Uncle Kevin's.
You must have a cast iron stomach.
Here, I made the corned beef yesterday. So how's your patient?
Not well. Dad, what would you say if I told you that I was thinking about leaving my practice, going into research?
Why would you do that?
My psychiatrist would say that I'm joining the ranks of the burned-out pediatric oncologists.
You're a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
You knew when you specialized, you were getting into a tough field.
Yeah, well, I was an idealist then. Somewhere along the line, I lost my God complex.
I wanted you to be a plastic surgeon to the stars myself. Actually, you're my firstborn son. I wanted you to be a priest.
I'm asking your advice here.
Sean, I don't have any advice to give you. I own a pub. You're a doctor. You save lives. You make a damn good living for your family. Good night, son.
What are those? Is that candy?
Yeah, you could call it that.
Why don't you go find your father, okay? Go. Kate, if you ever show those to my daughter again, I'll tell your mother.
Dad, wake up, wake up. Mom said you'd take me to get my ears pierced today. She said it was a Christmas gift. Really?
Honey,
Yeah?
I'm tired, not stupid.
But Dad...
Have you fed them breakfast yet?
No, Mom, I'm just getting up.
But goodness, Sean, it's almost 9 o'clock. They're growing children. They need their breakfast. What is Jean thinking?
Yeah, Sean, whatever is the matter with your wife? Breakfast at 8 a.m. Oh, by the way, Dad told me about the TV in the basement. I have never been so proud to have you as a brother. Good guy.
I'm gonna take a shower now.
Hey, Uncle Ryan, will you take me to the mall to get my ears pierced?
Jackie, I heard that. Oh, thanks, ladies.
I split up with my boyfriend, and I left Seattle, and I thought I'd come see the new house, and I was wondering if it'd be okay if I came home to stay this time, and this house is interesting.
Of course you can, dear.
I've been so worried about you.
Here we go again.
Merry Christmas, everybody. What, Shannon? Your new boyfriend throw you out?
Quiet, Brian. Shannon, come have breakfast.
So, Kate, how are things over at Al Pope? Paying for the defenses of any husband killers lately? Spending any more of our valuable tax dollars on issues of earth-shattering importance like transsexual prostitution in Singapore?
It's not called Al Pope, Brian. And transsexual
Is not a topic for conversation at my breakfast table. Now, let's talk about something pleasant.
All these atheists in Oregon, Scott, where do they live?
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Actually, my mom and stepdad moved us up to a commune in Oregon when I was just a teenager.
Oh, you're from a broken home?
Mom, mind your own business.
Can we change the subject, please?
A broken Winnebago is more like it. Well, they were all hippies before it was popular. Seamus, could you pass the eggs, please?
So, do you think your parents' divorce had anything to do with the breakup of your first marriage?
No, I think it was my wife's girlfriend that caused my first marriage to be unsuccessful. My second marriage, however...
Toast?
Hey, Mouse, what's up? What's wrong?
Well, at home the other day, Jackie told me that...
Shannon! You know what? I already made my contribution to the Save the MTV generation. Thanks anyway. No, I wanted to... Shannon, I think that's for you. Shannon. Listen.
I know. Why don't I go and play?
Stop shaking your head at me. You're not my father.
Oh, no, not him.
Who is this guy? Should we know him?
Remember when Shannon had that pregnancy scare? Right before she took off for the second time?
How could I forget Mom lit enough candles to burn the church down?
Yeah. And remember the weird neighbors, the Xanders? The freaks next door who put up so many Christmas decorations that people still drive over just to make fun of them.
Mrs. Sander, the woman who used to come to the door in her lingerie when we had the paper route?
Oh, yeah. Remember that? Well, anyway, he is their son.
I never wanted to break up. I'm so glad you came home.
I didn't come home to be with you, Kurt.
Then why'd you come home?
Look, it's complicated.
I mean, it's complicated. I haven't seen you in months. You took off without saying goodbye or anything.
Look, I just came home. I just walked in the door. My family's all
You just
there.
gotta give me a few minutes.
I don't know.
David, we have to talk.
I'm all ears.
I don't know what more I can say other than it was a mistake. And I'm sorry. And I really want us to work things out because I still love you.
Well, then all our problems are solved. Do you think it's that simple?
I didn't say that I thought it was that simple.
Megan, you had an affair. You broke my heart. all the usual cliches apply.
And I don't know what I can do to make us work again.
Neither do I.
Do you even want to try?
I thought I did.
Then why did you come here? To embarrass me in front of my whole family? So that all my brothers and sisters could have their say on the sorry state of our marriage? Or was it just because I asked?
Yes, Megan, it was. Hard as that is for you to believe, I came because you called and asked me to. And maybe someday I'll learn to stop jumping when you say jump, but it's a hard habit to break. For one of us, anyway.
That is not fair. Oh, great. Silent treatment again. You know, if you weren't so gosh darn insular, I never would have looked at somebody else in the first place.
Oh, is that why you cheated? Because I'm quiet?
Quiet? David, it's got nothing to do with quiet. It's the way you act, like everything bad that's ever happened to us is my fault.
Oh, I can't believe that you're finding a way to blame your sleeping with another man on me.
I am not blaming you,
If things
David,
were
I'm
so
saying
bad in
that
our marriage, then why didn't you
just talk to you?
Right!
You mean like we're doing now? David, you wouldn't even listen to me. Until the night that I told you about that stupid, irresponsible fling that I had, and it didn't last anyway.
It didn't last? Oh, for God's sakes, Megan, you told me it lasted for 3 months. Or do you want to revise that now, too? It wasn't just a fling. It was a lot more than that.
Oh, please, Kate. Everybody knows how you cook pasta. Water, boil, add pasta. What do you make for dinner when you're home alone? Reservations.
Don't you remember? We were going to open up an aromatherapy supply store in Massapequa.
I wanted to go to Sri Lanka and work with the Dalai Lama.
But the Dalai lives in Bangladesh.
India.
No, the Dalai lives in Bangladesh.
Megan, I saw you talking to David. How did it go?
Sorry. You're the doctor? I need a drink. Oh.
Hey, that's Sarah's Barbie dream house.
Nothing like an ultra sissy toy under the Christmas tree to warm the cockles of your heart.
He cheated on her. That's why they're separated. David cheated on Megan.
That's too bad.
Well, don't you want to do something? Don't you want to, talk to him?
No.
Ryan, it's your sister's business, not yours. It's certainly not ours.
But she's our sister.
Brian, trust us. We're married men. We've learned our lesson. Mind your own business.
Why are you all so calm? Have you ever...
No.
You didn't know what I was going to ask.
Oh, yes, I did.
No. Halftime.
Man?
What about you?
What about me what?
Have you ever had an affair?
Huh? I'm not married.
Not you, Einstein.
Kurt. I changed my name from Howard after Kurt Cobain died. Kind of a tribute.
I know your name, Howie. I used to smash your pumpkins every Halloween. I was talking to Scott.
Well, now that you mention it, that's why marriage number 2 fell apart.
And to think I liked you. Here.
All right.
I'll get it.
How come the Beverly Hillbillies is on PBS?
That's the Grapes of Wrath, Kissinger.
Kurt.
Dr. Fitzgerald, I just received a page. Hi, Rick. Damn. I'm leaving now. I'll be there in maybe half an hour. Yeah. I'm sorry, it's one of my patients there. I'll be fine.
Sean.
I said I'm fine.
No, you're not fine. Did you get a chance to talk to Sarah?
When have I had time to talk to Sarah?
Great.
Honey, we can't have this discussion now. I've got to get to the hospital. There's no time for this.
There's no time to talk to your own daughter?
What about that little girl at the hospital?
Okay. What do I say to that?
Fitzgerald? Oh, no. Yeah, I'm still here. Right. See you Monday.
Like all these stay-at-home mothers, look at Jean. All these soccer moms just do not get it. I mean, where are they going to be when their husbands leave them for some trophy wife and they've got to get back into the job market?
Where did you get all this garbage you're filling your brain with?
You need to use more frosting, dear. In my day, the mothers didn't have any choice but to stay home.
Actually, I'm going back to teaching next year.
And our children benefited from it. Jean's doing the right thing, staying at home, at least until her girls are in high school. What was that you said, dear?
Nothing.
But I hardly think you can describe Jean as conservative.
She's a hell of a lot closer to Betty Crocker than to Betty Friedan.
Betty Crocker? I don't think so, dear. Really, no. She didn't even take her husband's name.
Peg, I did take Sean's name. I'm Jean Quinn - Fitzgerald.
That's hardly taking his name, dear.
And hardly keeping your own.
I hate these conversations.
And when 50% of all marriages end in divorce, keeping your own identity is so important. I mean, look at Megan. What is Megan gonna do? And she's a kindergarten teacher, for God's sake. That's hardly a career.
Who says it isn't?
And now she's splitting up with her husband. Or Shannon. Now there's a case. And she didn't even finish high school. And what is she gonna do? And what are you gonna do with her, Mom? Are you just gonna take care of her forever?
What about you?
What about me?
Well, you've deconstructed everybody else in the family. Now let's psychoanalyze you. What's the deal with Scott?
There you go.
Yeah, what is the deal with Scott?
Yes, Kate. I really do feel I must speak to you about Scott.
I know, Mom, I know. He's a twice divorced atheist, and so we should all just shun him or rend our clothes or whatever the Catholic equivalent of that is.
I'm very hurt by that, Kate. I only have your best interests at heart.
Oh boy, here we go.
He is a divorced man who doesn't believe in God.
You know, it's amazing how quickly the conversation turns to religion around here.
And why shouldn't we? God sees everything, Kate.
You know, I don't mind if God sees, Mom. It's you that I mind. See, God doesn't give me that, how could you possibly, I'm so disappointed in you, eyes welling up with tears, lower lip quivering thing that you do so well.
I'm sorry if it offends you, Catherine Mary, but I raised my children to believe in everything that you have seen fit to spend your entire personal and professional life trying to degrade.
Oh, come on, give me one example.
8th grade graduation from St. Killian's. You were the valedictorian. Your entire speech implored the church to rethink its views about the all-male priesthood.
Well, it should.
High school prom. You organized a sit-in against Sacred Heart's refusal to allow condoms in the nurse's office. I was not pleased to have to go down to the Westbury Holiday Inn to negotiate with you about the hostile takeover of room 124.
Mom, that really didn't have anything to do
Law
with
school graduation. Again, you were the valedictorian. You spent your entire speech berating the university trustees about their record of investing in South Africa.
And they divested the very next week.
Sometimes I have felt like Jane Fonda's mother. And yes, it does hurt me. And yes, I am disappointed, but not in you, in your choices.
Oh, come on, you're just angry I don't go to church anymore. And don't worry, I'm going to Mass with you tonight.
Oh, don't do me any favors.
You know, I have never done anything that I regret.
Not even throwing your bra on stage at that Bee Gees concert back in 1976?
What? Who told you that? That never happened. There was no bra. It was a bikini top.
Oh, boy, do you belong in politics.
I got it. Oh,
come on, everybody knows about that.
Hello? Oh, Dr. Reed. No, I thought he was at the hospital.
Megan, you should have a baby. That way you'd hold on to David.
I don't think so, Mom.
I'll be back in a while. Somebody watch my kids.
For Christmas Eve dinner.
I'll be back. Megan, I'm taking your car.
What has gotten into these people?
Can I ask you another question?
Mm-hmm.
You're a lawyer, right?
Well, I have a law degree. I don't practice law.
Well, that's cool. What I want to ask is, you know mattress tags?
Mattress tags?
Yeah. If I pull off one of those mattress tags, am I breaking the law or something?
Yes, Kurt. In fact, it's a violation of U.S. Code Section 1234, the Posturepedic Protection Act of 1954. Justice Department takes it very seriously. It's a felony.
Oh, man, I'm a felonist.
Your secret's safe with me.
Ah, cheese and crackers.
Brian, I've been meaning to talk to you. It's been a long time since you brought a girl around here.
Dad, the last time I brought a girl home, Mom kept questioning her about whether she wanted to have a big family or not.
It's a fair question.
We'd only been dating 3 weeks.
What's the score?
34-10, Alabama.
Need any help?
Nope, we're doing just fine here, thanks.
So, you used to date Kate.
Oh, no, I went out with Kate a couple times in high school. We broke up when I asked her if we could go steady. She said she'd never belong to any man.
Yep, that's my Kate.
But don't let her hear you say that.
No. Funny, I can't picture you and Kate together, even in high school.
Me neither.
Come to think of it, sometimes I can't picture me and Kate together. You know what I mean?
Well, I think we all know what you mean.
But I love her. So, any tips about this family you'd care to share with me?
Run like hell.
No, I mean it.
So do I. Scott, you can't marry into this family, so you have to be born into it. Otherwise, just hang on tight and keep your arms and legs inside the car. Don't ask me, I'm just passing through.
Hi, stranger.
Hi.
I thought I'd find you here.
She was only 7 years old.
I know. Dr. Reed called looking for you.
Go ahead, say it.
Whoever you are and whatever your plan is, I want to know where you're hiding my husband.
Jean.
He looks a lot like you. Only he smiles more and he likes his work. And he's not distant and distracted around his family.
Guilty as charged. Is this what a midlife crisis feels like?
No, I'm not there quite yet. You're scaring me, Sean.
I can't do this anymore, Jean. I go to the hospital and I dread being there because every parent that I look at could be us and every child that I look at could be ours.
And I give them my standard speech about the great advances we made in treating childhood cancer and how so many of them will go on to lead normal lives, when I know that too many of them won't because none of our advances are enough. And then I go to the office and I fight with an HMO who won't allow a bone marrow transplant because they've decided that anything more complex than a drive-through tonsillectomy is an experimental procedure, when I know, and they know, that an experimental procedure is the best chance that some of these kids are going to get. And then I dread going home. Because everyone there knows that Daddy's in a bad mood again and that he treats his patients better than he does his family. And I tell myself I'll be a better father and a better husband, and then I wake up the next day and nothing's changed. I'm still, at best, a halfway decent husband and a sometimes attentive father. And I still have patients dying on Christmas Eve. And I don't know how to change it. And I got into medicine to change it.
Always the idealist. I love you for that, you know?
If I leave my practice, our lifestyle is going to have to change drastically.
Well, if my options are a smaller house or an unhappy husband, I'll take the smaller house.
In Rochester, Minnesota? I don't know. It sounds like Pennsyltucky to me.
Well, Sean, anything west of Hackensack sounds like Pennsyltucky to me.
The clinic wants an answer on Monday. I'm going to have to think some more about
All right,
this.
hey, do me a favor. Think at home. Your mother will have my head on a platter if we're not back by supper.
Marry me again.
Anytime.
Hey,
Kurt, what do you want?
marry me.
For the third time, no.
What are you gonna do?
I have no idea. A job at McDonald's or something.
Well, that's cool. What about me?
Kurt, just go back to whatever it was you were doing.
I can get a job, you know. I can support you. I could get a job at Dairy Queen and we could buy a house or something.
I want to know how to support myself. Maybe then my brothers and sisters won't treat me like dirt.
Maybe they treat you like dirt because you don't respect them very much.
What would you know about it? I know we're not back together.
Well, then can I just kind of like hang out here like Darlene's ex-boyfriend did on Roseanne?
Megan, that's not how you make gravy.
No, Mom, that's not how you make gravy. It's how I make gravy. Don't worry about it.
No, Kate, I'm telling you, you're wrong.
I am not wrong.
Where's the salt?
Seamus, it's on the second shelf where it's been since we moved in.
No,
Make stuff up? No.
Bring it out.
So, everybody? No, everybody. I was wondering if it'd be okay if I kind of stayed here a while, even though Shannon and I aren't, like, together or anything.
You're nuts. You're dreaming.
Kate, I'm telling you, you're wrong.
I am not wrong.
Somebody take the dessert out of the freezer. It has to get frozen.
No, you're doing something.
Where's David?
I don't know, Mom. Around.
Well, then, Megan.
Mom, knock it off.
I'm telling you, Kate, two of them were not mentioned in the song.
I can't stand this right now. I'm going to call the hospital.
I'll go check on the girls.
Hey, the salt.
James Fitzgerald, look for it. Don't just stand there asking me.
The professor and Mary Ann must have had really bad agents.
Well, at least they had agents, Brian.
Amen.
I'm sorry we have to rush dinner, but we have to be at church at 8 o'clock.
Ma, I know midnight mass is crowded, but don't you think leaving 4 hours early is a bit extreme?
It's at 8 o'clock?
Hooliganism. They had a problem last year at midnight mass with hooligans. It was the choir.
Seamus, it was not funny.
They had a Christmas party before mass, came in drunk and sang Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer for the procession. Father Michael was very displeased and he moved midnight mass to 8 o'clock.
It was sacrilegious.
Too many Italians in the choir. Christmas Eve is a big thing for them, you know.
What does being Italian have to do with it?
So will you be going to midnight mass with us, Scott?
Of course.
I don't think so.
Yes, Scott, you will.
Hey, why would I be going to Mass?
Because it's Christmas.
Kate, Christmas to me is an afternoon at the multiplex and dinner at Szechuan Kitchen.
Welcome to the family. You're going to church.
And why are you going? You're a pro-birth control, pro-abortion, pro-assisted suicide, anti-tuition tax credit, anti-marriage liberal who's living with a divorced atheist.
You're living in sin?
Oh, couldn't be. She's Irish.
That's true.
It is not true. We are not Irish. We just pretend.
Shannon, cut it out.
Cut out what? You know, you're looking a little worn out there, Doc. Is being the best loved firstborn son getting to you?
You know, since we're talking about living in sin, Dad, look no further than your darling Shannon. She sleeps with Freud, thinks she's pregnant.
Sean.
And she runs off to God knows where, only to pop up again here on Christmas Eve with
Einstein, Churchill, Thomas Edison.
Thomas Edison in tow.
Kurt.
You're not my father, Sean. He is. And don't make fun of Kurt.
I'm not talking about Kurt, Shannon. I'm talking about you. But while we're on the subject, what would possess someone to change their name to honor a drug-addled rock star who blew his own brains out?
He was my generation's martyred saint.
You're just jealous.
Of what?
I just love Christmas with the family. Pacem in terris.
Please, Brian, you've lived for this. You've always been the instigator.
Well, excuse me, Miss Perfect Hyphenated Homemaker.
You think my life is perfect? My brain is turning to mush while my husband works an 18-hour day, 6 days a week. And I sit at PTA
Shannon,
meetings
I've
trying to
always
make
hated the
decisions
story of
like
the prodigal
whether or not we
son.
should have a
The
bake
screw-up
sale
who
or a
comes home and gets
poinsettia
a
sale,
big
or whether or not
party
we should
while
feed the
everybody who stays
cafeteria
home does
teal or
everything right.
maroon. That's a
That's
perfect
squat.
life.
Could we all just...
Don't talk to me, not after what you did to my sister.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
I thought you said you had to be born into this.
And you. You who admit to your girlfriend's father and brothers that you cheated on your second wife. You had an affair with some tramp yourself.
Hey, you, that tramp you're talking about is me.
You think that I cheated on her? Did you tell them that I had an affair?
I didn't tell them anything. I didn't tell them that I couldn't have children, and he wouldn't even talk to me about it when all I really needed was your shoulder to cry on. And I sure as hell did not tell anybody that anybody had an affair.
It's true. Only, I'm the one that had the affair, Brian. Not David. It was, me.
Would you please pass the gravy?
Nobody is passing any gravy. I don't want to know what commandments you've broken this week. And I don't want to hear any more about which of the 7 deadlies you've committed lately. And I don't want to hear any more about this ugly house that we've moved into because we're getting older and it's not so easy to move around. Because we both know that the next step is one of those horrid little retirement communities in Florida where every pharmacy sells more adult diapers than baby diapers, and there's a pancake house on every corner serving early bird dinners till 6 o'clock. So, while I can, I am trying my best to give you a pleasant Christmas, which isn't as easy as it used to be when I was younger and I had more energy. So I want you all to calm down, to shut up, and to eat the gosh damn Christmas Eve dinner I worked so hard on. Now then. What did you think of that break-in at the U.S. Embassy in Manila last week, Scott?
It's terrible.
Yes.
Terrible.
You gonna smile for me?
How will Santa know that we're here? He thinks that we're at our house.
I told you, Santa's very smart.
That's right, Sarah. Santa is a Mensa member.
Let's go get that apple.
He left.
Megan, I'm so sorry.
Sorry. Sorry. I would have found out anyway. It'd have to come out. Catholic guilt and all.
For the reindeer, don't eat.
Oh, you're just like Mom and Dad, except for they had that spotlight on top of their Super 8 camera.
You know, I think you have reindeer apple duty, Brian.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
I don't know what I'm going to do without him, Brian. I always thought we'd stay together forever and we'd have a bunch of kids and I'd stay at home like Mom. And then we found out I couldn't have children. It just...
Adopt.
I know. We could adopt, but... Do you remember Laura Daniels? About a year ago, they adopted a baby, and the birth parents took him to court, and they took the baby back. I just couldn't... I can't go through that.
Hey, that's a risk you're gonna have to take.
I know. Guess I should have thought of that before I started having...
Please, you're my sister. Don't conjure up any unsavory visual images.
Guess I have to go face the music, huh?
Megan.
What?
Does this look like reindeer bites?
Oh, my God. Ooh, I think it looks pretty good.
All right.
I'm not high on the mountaintop, and it's not weird. I'm just wondering, if you had kids, would you want to take them to church?
I said no.
So if we had kids...
We're not having kids.
Seamus, get up and eat the cookies we left for Santa.
Cookies. Just the fact that you're talking to me, at least gives me hope.
I'm talking to you because there's nobody else to talk to.
Brian, guard the hallway.
Sean? I've been meaning to speak to you about Shannon. You must be easier on her. She didn't have all the advantages that you had.
Advantages? Before Dad took over the pub, I thought that Spam was a food group.
That's exactly what I mean.
What are you doing? Writing the girls their letter from Santa.
7 years ago. Looking for inspiration.
I guess.
Hey, back to bed.
I'm sorry, honey. Everything will be all right. I promise you.
What does she have up her sleeve?
Dad, I can't sleep.
Try harder.
I still need to talk to you. I'm coming out there.
I'll stay with them. I'll stay with them. You see me.
You're not gonna read The Night Before Christmas to us again, are you?
Oh, yes, I am. You can't write them checks.
They'll love it.
Get up.
What? Where are you going?
The toy store is open till midnight. Come on.
Oh, Scott.
It's Christmas, damn it.
whoever you are, whatever you're calling about, all I have to say is, it's Christmas, damn it, go home. Oh. And a Merry Christmas to you, too. The Secretary of State wishes you a Merry Christmas. Come on, let's go.
Are you sure you won't join us? I think she's too cool for us. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all...
I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon...
More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen. On Comet, on Cupid.
Stop now, she's asleep.
What's wrong, Princess?
You have time to talk.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Princess. It's been a busy couple of days.
Is there a Santa Claus or not? Jackie told me that there isn't.
Maybe this is one for your mother. Let's see.
Penny for your thoughts?
We're so lucky.
Yeah.
Jackie told this one about...
Oh. My sister did the same thing to me. I guess they have to grow up sooner or later.
Why does it always seem like it's sooner? Pretty soon Sarah will be after us for pierced ears and saying,
Whatever.
I'm going to accept that offer at the clinic.
Megan. I'm sorry I was rude last night.
I know. Scott was under the bed.
In the closet.
Why don't you marry him?
You're a funny one to be recommending marriage.
Why not? I made such a success out of it. Look at Sean and Jean. Look at Mom and Dad, for that matter.
I do. That's why I don't get married.
Funny. That's why I did.
What? I said something wrong again, right?
No. Just not tired. I think I'll go tree gaze for a little while.
Megan.
What?
Proud of you.
Thanks. Night.
Night.
Hi there.
I didn't see you over there.
Tissue?
No, I think I'm okay for the time being. What's the matter, Mom?
It used to be so simple. A Band-Aid, a kiss. All was better. I was good at that.
But I'm not good at troubled marriages and runaways and whatever's troubling Sean.
Forget the lawyers and the actors, Mom.
Oh. Why didn't you tell us about the problems you were having?
Did you really want to know that I was having an affair, Mom?
Well, maybe I could have stopped it.
You're a crazy old woman, Mom. Do you think that David and I...
Megan, don't ask me that. Everything's changed so much. It seems the world has passed me by, and I don't know what to think anymore.
Then just tell me everything's gonna be okay.
Oh, that it will.
Too early. Go back to bed.
Oh, honey, it's too early. Go back to bed.
No.
No.
Okay. You win.
No, honey, it's too early. Go back to bed.
No, Sean. It's 6 o'clock. I might as well get up. Daddy will go make sure Santa's come. You girls go wake everybody else up.
I was hoping that their discovery about Santa would get us a little extra sleep.
Not a chance.
Hey. Hey. Look. Santa was here too.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Can't believe you let them wake us up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Here we go.
Yep.
Spielberg.
Weirdo.
I think I'll go downstairs and look for that antique model train set.
Right.
Oh, you got it, Dad. Oh, yeah, maybe I can help.
Excuse me, darling. What? Oliver Stone.
Seamus Fitzgerald, freeze. Do you think I don't know what's down in that basement?
But, darling.
Do you think that I don't know that you boys have spent a good portion of the time this weekend watching television on a television set that is supposedly hidden from me in your tool cabinet? A television set that my firstborn brought back with him on Friday night after his first trip to the hospital. And do you think that I don't know that it's 44-42 Bulls with 2 minutes to go in the second quarter?
But how did you find all that out?
Seamus, darling, I know everything that goes on in these four walls. And you should go to confession, Catherine Mary. But pity the poor priest who will listen to your confession. He'll have a sore bottom by the time you're done.
Yeah, what's so funny?
Your family. They're just like mine.
No, they're not. Your family likes me just the way I am.
Well, they'd like you a lot more if you'd stay at home and have children. But we can talk about that some other time.
But you, Seamus darling, are oblivious to many things that are obvious to the female eye. And Santa has brought you one present which you haven't yet found. So, sit down.
No.
Very good.
Open it, Seamus.
I'm afraid to, darling.
Nonsense, dear. Open it.
Now I'll be a happy man. But where did you hide the old set?
Oh, someplace I knew you would never look. It was hidden behind all the cleaning supplies.
Oh, yeah.
Uncle Kevin's family will be here in an hour.
Ever notice how the women spend their holidays cooking and cleaning while the men spend them in front of the TV?
Kate, I'll let you in on a little secret. If men were in charge of the holidays, we'd have our Christmas dinner of Kentucky Fried Chicken served on paper plates, surrounded by dirty clothes thrown on the floor. You wouldn't want that, would you?
Jean, wine glasses go all the way to the right. These are on the left.
Sean,
Yeah.
can we talk?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
No, Sean, I need to have a serious talk.
Oh. Okay. What's up?
Why do you hate me?
I don't hate you, Shannon. I think you're irresponsible.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know what I'm doing, period. I can't stick with school, I can't stick with a job, and I tell myself I can do better and I will do better, but I never do.
Shannon, I apologize.
What?
I'm sorry. I know I've been pretty hard on you, but I just don't think that you're being fair to Mom and Dad. You've given them a pretty hard time. First you disappear to Seattle, and then you pop back up here
I knew
again.
where I was.
You let them know that you arrived safely after you hitchhiked your way across country. Honestly, if one of my girls does half the things you've done, I'll be terrified.
But what do I do? Go back to school, get a dead-end job?
No, I don't know. I don't know. I've never been there. I can't tell you what to do. I can only tell you what not to do. I know, I'm spouting platitudes. I'm no good at advice. I'm good at self-righteousness.
Of course you are. You're a Fitzgerald.
Listen, Shannon, if you ever need Jean or me, all you have to do is pick up the phone. You'll have to listen to me tell you everything you've done wrong, but we'll be there for you if you need us.
John? Shannon? Could you go pick up Nana?
Oh, boy. Has she bought a hearing aid yet?
Can't hear a thing.
What? Huh?
Margaret, this cake is dry. Why don't you just make it from scratch? All good cooks make it from scratch.
So when I was up at church, I got an update on the annual choir Christmas party from Father Michael. Seems Dan Lesnowski spent last night in jail.
What can you do? The Polish have tempers.
That's what I said. But Father Michael said the folk group tried to crash the choir party and it got a little bit out of control.
I can see it now, just like the Jets and the Sharks.
You know, behavior like that's probably why you can't get a job.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Oh, no, we didn't take pictures.
Am I seeing lightning again?
Oh, God.
Come on, Dad. Put down the camera. We want to civilize people. Oh, I hope I closed the window.
I got it.
Well, I didn't see any picture. Margaret, this cake is so dry, it chokes me.
Nana, you want some water?
Dear, you don't need to yell. I'm wearing my new hearing aid.
Elizabeth Ann was dating a lovely boy until a month ago. Sean, do you know any nice doctors for my daughter?
Well, maybe Sean can find you some nice doctors in Minnesota. He's moving there, you know. He and Shannon were talking about it in the car.
Well, I guess I have an announcement to make. I'm giving up my practice.
Oh, you're kidding me.
What about all the children?
I've accepted a position researching a new therapy in childhood cancers, and I've been invited to join the faculty at the medical school.
So is that the T2Z protocols?
Yeah, it is.
The what?
T2Z is a type of drug found in the leaf of the Basilicus carniti plant, or it's better known as the serrata plant, at least that's what the natives call it. This plant has many pharmaceutical uses, but most important, when they tested it on rats, they found that it reduced the size of pre-existing tumors. I'm oversimplifying, of course.
That's basically right.
Hey, Einstein, where'd you learn that?
Scientific American.
Anyway, I won't be leaving until February, so...
I don't understand why you'd give up such a lucrative practice. I mean, you must be taking a huge pay cut.
Kate, one of my friends is a pediatric orthopedist. He says that the greatest joy in his life is seeing his patients grow up. I don't get a chance to do that nearly enough. So I'm going out there to see what I can do about that. Anyway, you're all invited to Minnesota for next Christmas.
Hey, I'll be there. Since we're all making announcements, Patrick, tell them.
Well, I've been in the seminary since September, and I've decided to become a priest.
I guess I've been upstaged. Hey, Brian, you need a ride?
No, actually, my ride is on its way.
You want to grab some of the stuff on the porch?
No, I don't think so. I'm driving.
No, you're not. I got us here.
It took 6 hours. We stalled every 4 minutes. I'm driving.
No, you're not.
You okay?
Yeah.
Almost ready?
Yeah, where the girls?
Sarah's in the car. Jackie is admiring her new double-pierced ears.
Her what?
Shannon was just being helpful.
Bye.
Bye.
See you, brother.
Later.
My ride is here.
Love you.
Nice to meet you.
Brian! Aren't you going to introduce us to her?
What, am I crazy?
Well, that was very rude of him, not to introduce us. I'll have to talk to him.
No, that was very smart. I'll have to call him.
Well, okay. Maybe if you have time. Bye.
Okay.
You good? Call me.
I will. I'm going to follow you guys out.
Don't call me, please.
Okay. Yeah.
Just, you're in the sticks.
Assembly choice. Yeah,
I'm going to follow them, okay?
Let's go.
All right.
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Tell me. I'm driving.
Well, that was fun.
Now let's go watch some TV.
Seamus,
Yes, darling?
that girl Brian was with, do you think she wants a big family?
I just don't know we'll get the chance to ask her.
What do you mean?
See how easy this is?
Thank you. I learned so much from you, Kate. I love you.